Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about how to trust your intuition or how to trust yourself, period. Because we weren't taught, hey, you're your salvation. As long as you listen to yourself, you will be walking in destiny and purpose. You will be led by your highest self, and your life will automatically be fulfilling every single time you make the choice to trust and believe in your intuition. Now, intuition is usually that small voice. Yes, it's very small, it's very gentle, it's very soft, and it comes with no logical sense. So sometimes you just know things because you're supposed to. That's your highest self giving you the answer, the cue, whether that's for good things or bad things, right? How to avoid danger or where to go next. Maybe to give that person a call, things like that. But to first trust this voice, especially since it speaks the most quiet because the world can be so loud. You have to ask yourself right now in this moment, are you even a trustworthy person? Like, how can you expect to trust yourself and value your own guidance when you're a liar, when you manipulate, when you pretend? And I don't mean this in a harsh way. It really is just the truth. And we have to cut through ego with love in order to discover that freedom that's buried underneath all the bullshit and the lies. You have to stop lying. We are at a point in Earth's evolution where illusion cannot hide. Therefore, every single thing about yourself is uprooting, period. And so now you must trust not only what's coming up, but what to do with it, right? And your intuition is going to guide you through the process. So now, if you're new here, hi, I'm Camila, and this is Free Spirit Friendly, the internal travels of a magical nomad. And my intuition led me to here, Mendoza, Argentina. And I want to share the little miracle story about how I ended up here, because this is why I lived this life. I craved a life of freedom, and so I'm building it for myself by walking in radical faith that everything will be all right for me. So I have no plan. I travel the world nomadically with no plan. Where the wind blows me is where I end up, and it's the most fulfilling experience because I know where I need to be, right? There's nothing more fulfilling when you're living a life that you need to in terms of your soul's happiness and liberation. I'm not talking about the need to be attached to materialistic things and people. Oh no. In true freedom, all I have is myself. And so that's the most fulfilling thing, because I know in any pickle, in any bad situation, I got me. Any confusion, I got me. You know, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. So this is how I ended up in Mendoza, and hopefully this story helps you out a bit too in your own life. So I was in Buenos Aires, which is a city about, like, Buenos Aires is here and Mendoza is here. So they're kind of on the opposite sides of Argentina. So I was staying at an Airbnb, and it was like a co-living, right? It wasn't really a co-living because it was one bedroom with 4 bunk beds in this tiny space, but there were other people there, right? And so the first night, one of the other guests was from Mendoza. Okay, strike one. All right. And we were talking, and she didn't say much about it, but it just stood out to me. You know, like, wow, what a cool place it seems like. She said it was calm, and that automatically just sounded good. So anyway, mind you, at this time, I had no clue about where I would be sleeping in the next 2 weeks because I was in Buenos Aires to meet a friend. So I was at the Airbnb, then it would be this friend for a week, and then after that, I had nowhere to go. So yeah, but again, I just had faith that everything would work out. So okay, that's strike one. First guest from Mendoza. Strike two. I'm in my room. I'm on Airbnb. I searched Argentina, no city in mind. And I was just scrolling to see what place would pop out to me. And my host, my Airbnb host, ends up walking into the room to change the bed sheets for the next guest to arrive. Okay. So in my head, I'm thinking, the lady who just left is from Mendoza. Let me say out loud to my host, hey host, her name was Paula. hey, Paula, do you know anything about Mendoza? Or do you think I should go? Or maybe I should look this up on Airbnb. Guys, I kid you not. I'm saying this in my mind. She then says out loud to her partner that's in the other room, like, babe, can you believe the next guests who are checking in today are from Mendoza? What? Y'all, she says that out loud. And immediately my eyes, they got bigger than this. And I go, what the fuck? So I close my computer and she's like, "What? Oh, am I bothering you?" And I go, "Nope, you're not. You're just fine." Blew my mind, guys. So telepathic communication, I say all the time, guys, we're sentient beings. We feel first. From my brain to hers, it was very clear about where I should go, but a part of me was still like, no, what a coincidence. Like, they're all coming from Buenos. I am from Mendoza because it's chill. They want to come to Buenos Aires. It's a big city. Y'all, not even, okay, so I'm supposed to leave the Airbnb at this point in like 2 days to my friend. And with my friend, I'm not going to be scrolling on Airbnb. So it's literally crunch time to figuring out where I'm supposed to go. And I'm taking a walk, and very clear on a street I hadn't even been to was a graffiti heart in black. And the street name, Mendoza Street. Immediately when I got home, I booked the ticket, the one-way ticket with no plan. I booked the Airbnb, which was another story because when I had booked it, I took a nap, not thinking that the host would respond. And when I woke up, a couple had tried to book, like I was messaging him about the specific dates that I wanted. And by the time I woke up from my nap, a couple already snagged my exact dates. So, oh my gosh, it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. But he accepted me because I asked first. And I was also asking for a discount, and the couple wasn't. But he still accepted me. And guys, fast forward, I've been here for 3 months. Healing, shedding, restoring my body with clean foods. The amount of times I've cried on this couch. I've gone through 3 identities in this building. It has been such a safe, nurturing place. If you're curious about Mendoza, it's a mountain city. Like, I walk out to my street and I have a stunning view of the Andes Mountains. Water canals running through the streets, cobblestone houses, that type of vibe. Small town, homey feel, very loving. Very safe, very calm. When I talk to the locals, they often ask me, "Oh, wow, you're from Miami, Florida. Why would you come here?" I said, because here people are human. And while the economy here is pretty rough, whatever, it's safe. There's an energy rooted here that was every single thing that I needed that I couldn't have planned simply because I listened to my intuition. And so I tell you guys this story because it's important to know that by manifesting your wants, you are literally manipulating destiny. To manifest that $10,000, what if that was for somebody else? To manifest that partner, what if you weren't destined to be with them? Oh no, but he's tall, but he's handsome, but he's rich. But you're going to be miserable in a month because you're impeding upon destiny. Instead of trying to manipulate the universe for your selfish wants, how about you take the time to listen to your intuition, which will always provide you your needs? You see, when I came here, I knew I needed somewhere to hunker down and kind of relax, but I didn't know what that looked like. Like, when I got here, immediately I was provided for. Like, I met this friend, her name is Melanie. God bless you, Melanie. I love you so much. Through her, pole dancing classes. And it had been my dream for so long to do pole dancing, guys. Hello. But I didn't tell anybody that. But naturally, I was provided for a hobby that had been a long-term dream of mine. And guys, I got 8 pole dancing classes for $26. Like, these things you cannot make up. And I wish these miracles for everybody. Life is waiting to love you. The world is waiting to provide. But you have to remember that you are the world. There's nothing external that's going to feed you the answers. You're watching this video right now because I am you. We are all mirrors of one another. This is your highest self screaming, hey, see me. Give me the attention and trust that you give outside sources that are going to disappoint you every time because they don't have your best interests at heart. But you, that intuition, that little nudge that tells you to book the ticket, that little nudge that says leave that person alone, that little nudge that says forgive them, that little nudge that says go to the store, there's someone that needs to speak with you. It's begging for you to allow your best life to unfold, but you have to know that it is worthy of being heard. Take it from me as somewhere who travels the world, sometimes with nowhere to sleep within the next 2 months. I allow myself to be a vessel of creation. The energy of love is God, is source. And by trusting in that voice, I am radically loving myself. Therefore, my external world loves me. Period. You deserve this. You deserve to know that you're the source of all good things. And like I said, this is deeper than manifestation, but rather trusting in destiny. This is trusting without a plan. Manifestation is a plan, a manipulative bending of what is supposed to happen in your life. Maybe on the other side of that, you'll find your happiness, guys. Please know that somebody in real time is doing it. And if you want to know how, I'm writing a book called How to Face Yourself in Honesty. Guys, the book is officially done and it will be available via link in my description very soon. And I'm just so excited to share the truth with you guys about life, which is you. Okay? So y'all, it is currently 12 o'clock. And I didn't even get my day started, but this message was on my heart to feel. If you guys like my stories and want to keep up with my journey, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. We are so close to 700 subscribers. Are you crazy? 700 people said, yeah, I want to keep up with this. Thank you guys. Be sure to leave a comment, a like, and talk to me in the comments as well. And y'all, with that being said, that is it for today. You are the key of every single thing you're looking for. But first you must practice. Establish yourself as a trustworthy person. Start with little decisions and trust that without logic, you are being guided in the right direction. Because after all, you wouldn't take yourself somewhere detrimental. It's in not trusting yourself that your life looks the way that it looks now. You are so of value. From my heart to yours, I love you so much. And as usual, ciao for now. Bye.